Hi guys, how's it going? First card I see out is fruition, and I see purity. The things that you have been working really, really hard on are now beginning to manifest into your life. The reason why this change of direction has occurred is because you started setting boundaries and you started keeping more towards yourself and less towards other people. And people have found, honestly, this new you very, very, very attractive. I see the new beginnings card in the reverse, and I see gratitude. I see acceptance in the reverse, and I see hunger. So, in order for you to bring these things into fruition, you needed to clear your mind, your space, your soul. You needed to be alone. When we are actually taken from environments and we are put in situations that leave us alone and vulnerable and forced into change, then those things occur because the universe needs time with you. Time with you. And when we are surrounded by all these extra people and all of their stuff is going on around us, we tend to take care of those people and their needs more than our own. And the universe is recognizing that you were doing that. And anytime that we do that and we're not paying attention to, the universe is, talking to us saying, hey, what's going on? I need you to be doing this. I need you to be doing that. And, they give us many times to correct our behavior. And, a great and easy way to think about this is anytime that you've actually been in an argument with your partner and you stayed with them even after they disrespected you. Your mind tells you in those moments, hey, this person's not good for you. You need to go. And we know that we do. But yet we continue to stay. It's anything like that. It's when we choose to not just disrespect our own selves and the person that we're dating or trying to date, but other people are disrespected as well during the mix of the whole thing. The people that have to listen to it, those people are disrespected. The people that are there watching it, hearing it, your neighbors, all those people that have to participate, they will have to have justice on their behalf served before you or me, anybody, can rightfully move forward. So those are things that you might just now be hearing for the first time. And this is a good subject to get to know a little bit more about, which is karma. And karma, everybody knows about. We've all heard about it. But nobody tells us how patient it can be. Nobody tells us that time doesn't correct behavior or get us out of, judgment. Time just passes, and we do change. Some of us change worse, and some of us change for the better. But all of it requires effort and work. And for the people that have done that work, truly, they've learned as they've worked. They don't feel exhausted and mistreated and defeated. The people who truly got through the problem appropriately feel like a different person today. They understand things from a different point of view. They care differently for the people. they are a different person completely. And they're not angry. They're also not accepting and forgiving of things anymore that they used to let stay in their lives and continuously basically cause disrespect or disruption. They don't do that anymore either. So they did make change, but in the right way. These people, they truly understand the situation and how it occurred and how to avoid having it happen again in the future. And they're also able to find peace and forward movement because they're not bitter and hateful and angry. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole process. The problem is the first step to a 5-step thing. Yeah, we get problems, blah, blah, blah. But then we now have to process those problems. And we have to ask ourselves, what happened? Why it happened? Was it because we made a mistake? Was it because we needed to learn something? Was it because we were trying to teach somebody a lesson? Everybody has their own timing when it comes to doing work for the universe. So, whether it's one of those 3 moments, for any of us, it's happening all of the time. And people forget that about life. They forget that they don't own their own life. We all do. We all take life for granted. And we pretty much just disrespect over and over and over the same damn shit. And we just get more and more used to doing it in the end. We don't stop. When it comes to people that are doing most of the shit that we do in the first place, we're full-blown crazy addicts, with respect. And for somebody that's not one, I was not one myself at one time. And I thought the craziest things too. Oh my goodness, I literally couldn't believe addicts would do the things that they did. That they would, they were stealing, they lie and cheat, and they would stay with people that were so rude, and I would just leave that guy as in. I would leave him. I can't believe they didn't leave him. I can't believe they're doing this and that. For one, I didn't even know what the fuck any of them were, to be honest, doing. I was literally making assumptions and judging people. And I had no actual idea whatsoever about the lives that I still to this day have never lived, what they've went through, some of them. And it was when my sister passed away. Sorry, I'm like in cleaning mode. I have to go to my mom's house tonight or tomorrow morning at the maximum. And I'm going to make sure everything's all perfect. Because I was already doing it, and I think I'm going to turn the downstairs into an office. But just real quick though, when my sister passed away, I was 14. And like I've been telling you guys in some of my videos, I was really, really mean in school. I was the Mean Girls movie. And Mean Girls are not, they're those people that treat people bad. Yeah, I was literally living in a trailer. I had no fucking money to spend. Nothing. I didn't have anything that popular Mean Girls apparently look like they have. I had anger and hate and rage because my parents divorced, and I hated the fact that they did. At 4, and what was I, 14? Still pissed. I treated people really bad. I didn't smile at any of our family photos. I refused to let my little sister wear anything that was my old hand-me-down. I even refused to let her have her hair matching mine before we went to school. And I would say that nobody was getting on the bus until it was changed. Period. But when my sister passed away, who wasn't popular in school, she didn't ever do her hair or makeup, and she read books in a sweater with a messy bun. Sweet Valley High was one of her favorites. And she was my best friend, to be honest. I loved her very much, even though I was what I described to be a pretty dick-headed person. She was my best friend. I was born on her 4th birthday. So we shared a birthday. And I've missed her ever since. But, when she died, I'll tell you what, every seat in that whole auditorium was taken. And there was a bunch of people standing, and there was literally no room for anybody really to come in, but they all just kept coming and coming and coming for Kenzie. Kenzie, who was just naturally herself. She never tried ever to do anything popular. She never cared what other people thought of her. It did hurt her feelings when people were rude to her, but she never lived a life where she cared about what other people wanted like that. She was respectful. Kenzie makes me feel like when we are as beautiful as she was naturally, then that's when you're ready to go to heaven. She really was a walking angel. And that day when she passed, you know, I looked around that whole auditorium and I thought, if it were me that died that day, how many people would have honestly been that damn sad? The way that I treated people, the way that I was acting, and the way that my relationships were with those people in that time. And even now, it doesn't matter when it is. Think about that. How are your relationships with your people? Because it's not about fitting in or being accepted. It's a blend of both. It's obviously, we definitely need to be authentic, and we should be valued and respected for our individuality. And unfortunately, it's not valued, and it's not respected most of the time. It's frowned upon to be different and frowned upon to be unique. And that's cool. Old traditions, and some people's, favorite dating styles that basically they remain very strong in some people's values and lives. So that's fine. I can at least understand that. Even if they can't understand us, we can look at it and say, that's okay. Take all the time that you need. And when you're ready to talk, in a mature way, in a respectful way, about what needs I want to see met for me personally, without even asking you to do anything. I'm just saying, this is my goal that I'm trying to reach, and I'm just letting you know that I'm going in that direction. And at that point, anybody who wants to talk back and tell you otherwise, they're literally disrespecting us. If you make it clear and you're respectful, and people still want to return back with their opinion, that's a state of immaturity. That's a state of lack on their part. They think their opinion is the right one, and so they're very forceful, and they dominate, and they take over, and they say. But if you're wise and you can have self-control, do martial arts, do balance, do meditation, do yoga, do your stretches, drink your water, and learn how to clear your mind. So that when people are around you making all that ruckus, you can practice mindfulness in that moment, and you learn how to literally just drain them out of sight, out of mind, block them out. And you're somewhere on an island, somewhere in the jungle, you got nature sounds in your ear. You're focused, and you have the ability to channel your energy elsewhere in all situations. You can either target people and take them out. You can zone out and not participate in negative stuff. You can hear things that you just pick up on the right words at the right time, and save the day or correct somebody. You're actually here to do a job for the universe. So don't let anybody honestly be holding you back, distracting you, or making you feel like you are supposed to be anything other than whatever the hell it is that makes you happy. And you feel healthy, and when you're happy and you smile and joy is coming from your heart, and you do feel sunshine inside your soul, That's joy, that's happiness. And the only person that needs to be guiding you is your intuition, your higher power, and yourself. If anybody on this earth literally tries to tell you what to do, I'm not saying that we're not going to listen because I'm being disrespectful. I'm saying right now, your higher power is challenging you, just like with me, to literally pay attention to what he or she is saying to you directly. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in what your intuition is saying, because that is your path. And if you don't follow your true path, you will never be satisfied. You'll never find fulfillment. And you'll always wonder, honestly, what that feeling inside is that you can't figure out. It's the fact that you didn't fulfill your true destiny, guys. That's what exactly that feeling inside of us is. When you just can't find happiness or long-term joy and shit. Like, it's not that there's something wrong with you. It's that it's time to move forward. You're somebody who is not meant to stay still. It's okay to have many wonderful memories with many people and love them all, each and every one, and you will. Some of us are literally meant to just go from place to place and plant our little green seeds, and then they bloom and they turn darkness to color, and we bring fact and we bring difference, and that's what our job is. So if you're going to be in love with somebody and you want to have that kind of relationship, then you're welcome to it, but it's probably going to be a light worker, somebody who moves with the flow of life, just like with you. And because like you don't want to settle for somebody that's going to keep you in a home, stopping you from helping the world become a better place. So if you're going to date, look for another Blu-ray or another light worker. These are people that want to help the world become a better place and change things for the better as well. So that's what you're looking for. If you want to date, you're more than welcome to. But you want to be with somebody like yourself, truly, that you could, no doubt, open up a business together, a non-profit together, something that focuses on the homeless, the suicide, you know what I mean, the addiction rate, anything in the whole world, convicts. I mean, anything where people are literally going through the struggle, we're going to help them out of the struggle. We're going to teach them the coping skills, the life skills that they need to make this a lifelong success. Not just, you need to change, you need to change, you need to change. For one, maybe we don't actually want to change. We enjoy actually both worlds. Build it down. The only thing that bothers us is that literally somebody's got a problem with everything we be doing left and right. And it hurts to know that supposedly we're that fucking unaccepted, you know? But that shit we gotta work on. That's stuff we'll deal with. And that's what we're doing. We will no longer honestly be focused on their negative comments. We will hear them, take them into consideration, and we will do with them as we figure out we need to, according to our higher power and ourself. Not because they made a statement and declared change. That's not how things are going to work. You will be yourself, or you will basically be somebody else's puppet. And you know this. So, it's time. It's time. Let's roll out.